I do know. I've been spoiled. That, new love interest, we watched him die. What do you mean he's alive? So we're gonna continue. Oh, I forgot something very important, chat. I forgot something very, very important. Let me set that up really quickly. Yes, it is a romance game. And I forgot to do something very important. If you would give me to open up the program.
Go to bed first. I'll be there soon.
Yes, and with this romance game, hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, not that, not that. All right, I'll see you later, Razor. It's right here. And there we go. Now we are complete. Now we can get into it.
Go to bed first. I'll be there soon.
Sir, not for chat. But yeah, the objective is to go through as much story as possible to try and unlock Caleb, our childhood friend that I thought was dead. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Zach. Yeah, hopefully. I'm hoping Love and Deepsace is like fantabulous. Here we go. Into the deep. Apparently I didn't do this.
Perhaps they don't want anyone else to get their hands on it, as they try to obtain one for themselves. Or there are ether cores already in their possession.
That's why they're selling a high-grade protocore at the auction. It will go to the highest bidder.
Wait, am I sure? Wait, hold on. Yes. I want to confirm. Am I sure? I think I did this already. Did that. Go to some more. And part of me's like, oh. Part of me's scared that if I do homecoming wings, that like I'll be spoiling myself from Prologue to Tomorrow. Let me look it up. For Prologue to Tomorrow. I'm sure Google will know what I'm saying. Okay, hold on. Facebook? No. I mean, it looks like the general consensus that it is okay to just start it. Like, there might be some references here and there. But, I mean, because part of me is like, oh, the game wouldn't, like, spoil something major, right? But, like, they recommended me going into Silas's portion of the story, and they were like, oh, you lost a couple of people very, very important to you. Right as I was in the middle of, like, oh, I'm gonna go see my grandma and, like, childhood best friend. Hello. All right, we're just, you know what? Screw it. Oh. Let me think. Wait, what is it? Oh, wait, no, what was, no, give me the warning again. I want to read it. Because they were literally, okay. They literally gave me a warning, so okay, we have to start off with, Prologue to Tomorrow. What? Galactic sunset, huh? Okay, I barely haven't. Okay, I am further behind than I thought.
Perhaps they don't want anyone else to get their hands on it,
Understood.
as they try to obtain one for themselves. Or there are ether cores already in their possession.
That's why they're selling a high-grade protocore at the auction. It will go to the highest bidder. Laws don't exist in the N109 zone, but knowing the right people can come in handy. If your reputation is good enough, even the ones who want to mess with you will think twice.
Okay. I've confirmed the location of the ether core, and I have a fake identity that can keep me alive. I need to figure out how to get to N109 zone.
Why not come up with a master plan? Become the best bait for Anakinus. Maybe a small opening is all it will take to get them to expose themselves.
Resolved, I pick up my phone and dial Raphael's number.
Hello?
Are you free right now?
Why?
Meet me at the nest. Show me how to fish.
Huh?
Wow.
Weren't we supposed to meet up at 11? Where's Raphael? It's hunting day. There are more people here than last night. Hopefully everything will go according to plan.
Ultra-dangerous protocors, nothing illegal. And lots more in stock. Are you interested, miss? Haven't seen you before. I'll give you a discount. One Narcissus, and you've got yourself a deal.
Where did you get them? Why don't we start with...
Don't you think it's a little weird to do business with newcomers?
Okay.
If I'm the newcomer, then you must be the veteran?
You're today's shining star. The little secrets I carry aren't worth the trouble. Got your bait ready?
Yeah, I'll play their game and let myself be taken into the N109 zone.
Which means we need to cast the line. Should be easy enough. Here,
What's this?
write your bargaining chip on it.
Okay.
Waiter.
Who's he going to tell?
Doesn't matter. If they're interested, they're in.
Now we wait for the fish to bite. How long?
Not long. The nest lives up to its name, you know. It's an underground intelligence network that's known to match supply and demand. Even normal info would have passed through 3 layers by now.
And what's this?
It's part of the process. Drink it, and you officially have a deal.
It's black.
Like me.
Think about it first. A black glass means you'll pay a high price.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If it doesn't go smoothly, you'll be the payment instead.
Being the payment is better than staying in the same place and doing nothing.
Since you've made up your mind, I won't stop you. I hope you find the answers you seek.
Is this how I ended up in the N109 zone? Okay.
So far, everything looks normal. Gloomy air.
That's so Xavier. What?
I guess it's to be expected. So many people are after him. Hey!
Move aside.
You...
It's about to start.
Wait, it's probably better if I stay low-key. More people are here. They're surprisingly calm.
There's a price to pay when a wish is granted. Will you be the hunter or the hunted tonight?
I
It's starting.
don't know how to take that.
Hunting day will now
It's
commence.
that eye again. Is it here for me?
Let's
No.
I really don't know how to take that because, like, Because one, what is black supposed to sound like? What is Asian supposed to, let's not, you know what, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. That's,
Something's off.
huh.
I should hide for now.
Now.
Oh, I got caught.
There she is.
This is the prey. It's coming. It worked.
Oh, shit.
C003 neurotoxin. If you're smart, you won't move.
Well,
The more enticing the bait, the more dangerous things can get.
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Most are clueless to it.
Now's not the time to celebrate. The big fish we want hasn't fallen for it yet. Did you bring the stuff I requested?
You're fine with handing over a fresh catch just like that?
Do you really think they can handle the prey I caught?
Traceback 2 will reach the edge of the Deep Space Tunnel's umbra within 1 day. Our journey through the Deep Space Tunnel begins. Destination is in the Orion arm of the Milky Way. Once the home of humanity, Earth. Activating course correction engine. The final countdown has been initiated.
So we're not on Earth anymore.
When Alpha PO-159's light shines through the Deep Space Tunnel, illuminating Lincoln Tower's pinnacle. The closest we've been to it in the last 4.6 billion years. This galaxy's name is derived from the old word philo. It's the most exquisite gem in deep space. Philos. Humanity remains shackled to time. Fortunately, there are other lives in this boundless, starry sea. Tonight's weather,
Hey, Delta.
clear sky with winds around 7 miles an hour. Everything is serene inside the Deep Space Tunnel. Good night, Lincoln City. May you rest in the Milky Way's embrace, drifting in long and happy dreams.
Okay, what was that about? Yeah, go ahead and pursue.
Let's bring it down together. This one might. It's time.
Well, while that's going on,
Now's our chance.
how's everyone's night been so far?
With that,
I've been good.
the momentum.
I got a sudden bout of sleepiness, like right after work.
Light, shine down upon me.
And I was like,
Here I come. It's time.
I'm tired.
The enemy's
I don't
over.
know.
Now's our chance.
I don't know if I can go on today. But it was temporary. It was a temporary sleepiness.
I'll show you.
So I did my little workout, got some food in me.
Step back.
I'm good. I was eating
Now,
abs.
make sure you remember the techniques. The enemies are weak. Now's our chance. Be careful not to get hit. End it. Do you want to go home together?
Sure.
All right. Another one, huh? Oh, let's go.
A wooden sword should be enough for something like this. It's time.
Here we go.
Well, saying you guys are back, so welcome back, chat.
I'll show you.
Delta, what was your drawing about? If you don't mind, you know, telling me in chat about it. I'm curious.
Bring it on.
Welcome back.
Now that was an exciting battle.
How was your drawing?
Shine down upon me.
Here I come.
Kind of want to see it.
It's time.
Here we go.
Get behind me. Be careful not to get hit. Are you okay?
I was just careless.
Like, come on, Otto, dodge better than that.
It's time.
Here we go.
Now that was an exciting battle.
Bring it on.
Please get out of the field. That's hurting you, Otto.
Savior.
Stay on your toes.
Working on EDs on my ooh. Ah.
It's time.
Here we go.
Ooh, I'm glad. I'm glad you like the way it turned out. It's always like really satisfying when you finish a piece of art and like you are satisfied
It was easier
with
than I expected.
how it turned
We
out.
still have plenty of
That
time.
was the best feeling.
You want to walk around?
Hold on. Hold on. No. No. You're not gonna... You went to send me something in the DMs. You got jump scared by Mighty's glorious titties. No. Boost. Honestly, I can't blame you, dude. I cannot blame you. There you go. And oh, you know what? If I get enough, maybe I can do like a pull or two. Oh, yes. Let's go with this one. Wait. Let's go with this one. Now that I think about it, does the rest of my team have protocol? Oh, gosh. Well, since yours are leveled up already. Oh. People... Oh, a water genasi? Lace. That's pretty. Okay, you got... Ooh, crit damage. Okay, so I won't replace it. Water elemental. These people... Replace... Oh. Okay. Yeah, no. Stop. Replace. That's crit damage. I think I'll wait till I get another crit damage. Oh, we've gone to different territory. We've gone to different territory. Okay. Alright, let's enhance this. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Delta. I don't know what you're talking about. But let me see what you sent really quickly. Ooh, she's very pretty. Water, Delta, water. Okay. We're gonna fight this off of auto.
Let's bring it down together.
Because hello, how do you let yourself get hurt so much?
Watch out. Do you remember the techniques from our swordsmanship class?
Of course. Time to test them out. You won't escape.
Be careful not to get hit.
Well, charged.
Do you remember the techniques from our swordsmanship class? Get behind me.
Oh, snap.
Now that was an exciting battle.
Get out of the way.
Are you okay?
I was just careless. Eat this.
Do you remember the techniques from our swordsmanship class?
Are you
Of
serious?
course. Time to test them out.
Ah, I wasted
Light, shine down
whatever that
upon me.
attack was. It's been a while. I don't know what that attack is called.
It's time to end it. Become one with your sword and
I'll show you.
keep up the momentum. It's time.
Here we go.
Now that was an exciting battle. Come to me.
Say less.
Light, shine down upon me.
It's time. The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
I'll show you.
End it.
It's a seed.
Do you want to go home together?
Sure.
There we go. Not letting you. I'm not gonna go on without 3-starring. Hello? Oh. Breakthrough. Eve of the storm. Prologue to tomorrow. Alright. 2 months later. Yeah, this is after in the dimly lit room, silhouettes lurk towards the shadow. Lurk in the shadows. Blech. I mean, it's not that I like calling you that. It's just like I'm speaking the truth. Femboy bottom executioner. Holographic screens flicker with images of protocores being sold. Each flash is accompanied by a symbol marking their status. In the corner is a man whose pockets are heavy with poker chips. He takes out his phone and inputs an encrypted code with ease. Oh, I'm sorry, Delta. Well, I never want to make you feel unsafe. Always, oh, all right, thank you for the hydrate. Before I hydrate, just know, if anything that happens here ever makes you uncomfortable, and this goes to everyone, let me know. I gotta stay hydrated, especially since I'm reading so much. The dark web interface on the screen sputters and pops up a series of windows, even more mysterious.
I figured we'd have chances to work together since you are also here, but things have gotten hectic with mission after mission.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I put on a heart monitor whenever I play a visual novel. It's also Redeem, if it's not already on there. It's also Redeem. But I feel that Love and Deepsace is visual novel enough to warrant me automatically wearing a heart monitor whenever I play this. Simone needs to be in the Unicorn's armament tech. She has the micro modification evil. I guess you technically could. And ever since she increased my hunter's firearms firing rate by 2-fold, we've got along well. Yeah, Lincoln's been a mess lately. I wonder when things will settle down.
At least it's nothing compared to the N109 zone. I heard you went in all by yourself 2 months ago. You made a mess out of Ani Kindness's protocore auction and left unscathed. You even managed to...
She lowers her voice, her tone half teasing, half curious.
You even managed to get your hands on a real ether core, right?
Oh, do I not state how long the word ban is for? Could've sworn. Hold on. No, yeah. I can't say a specific. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I need to start getting timers. Yeah, you click on it to get the full description. It won't automatically redeem just because you click on it. But who told you about this? This is the first time I've heard about it. Who told you?
No one. But it does coincide with when you were away from the association and the incident in the N109 zone. The association launched a covert mission, something about investigating the recent chaos in Lincoln.
Simone trails off, but I know what she's implying. It's operations for the association's best. If you probably noticed something was unusual.
Relax. This is top secret stuff. There aren't even leaks, let alone whispers.
Ah, I see.
I wouldn't mind catching a glimpse of this ether core to see what all the fuss is about, though. Anyway, the N109 zone whispers about an ether core, and suddenly the groups on the dark web go nuts. I thought the association wouldn't bat an eye, but then Captain Jenna showed up and dragged me into the special operations team. It feels like we stumbled into something big, and that rumor being passed around becomes a truth. I always believed the ether core existed. I just never thought there was more than one.
I switched to my phone because my internet is yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry about your internet, dude.
If these smugglers have the real deal, that baby's going straight into my railgun.
The elevator keeps climbing, as if it's taking us to a rooftop that's directly under the deep space tunnel. For a second, I feel like I'm back under the N109 zone sky.
Allow me to jog your memory. From your past to your future, to even all the crimes you'll inevitably commit.
Silas.
After all, you and me, we're the same.
Nice. My memories are too fragmented and unclear. Is it because of this ether core? My hand touches my chest, the warmth pulsating like another heartbeat.
Heads up, you two. We hacked the hotel's security system. You've been whitelisted and can come and go as you please.
Andrew, the captain of data analysis, is micromanaging all intel for Operation Ether Ordeal. He's communicating via earpiece.
Rendezvous in conference room 3909. It'll be showtime in 5 minutes.
A holographic 3D map of the hotel flickers to life before me, module snapping into place. Simone winks. She's very proud of her latest gadget.
The moment you meet up with the target, Evo will be transmitted through your contact lenses device to alter his memories. He'll think you're the buyer he met before. You have a 30-minute window, so make it quick.
Like that low voice? Imagine sleeping to that voice. Who, Andrews? Like, the guy who was speaking? That was his name, right? Yeah. Funny Delta stories? The quotes. Understood. We'll grab the items and see if an ether core is present.
Anyway, we can fight our way out if things go south. Are you doubting my new gadget or her evolve?
Oh, the Silas guy? Yeah, Silas. You know, maybe as a break, I could do one of the 5 stars I got for him to see like the little scenes. Because I think all 5 stars have like little scenes that um you know, things can be really sweet or really spicy. Um Simone adjusts my dress as she equips a proto-field disruptor that's shaped like an earring. Our reflections stare back at us in the glass. Simone looks stylish in her secretary attire. I'm wearing a simple, elegant dress. I didn't think I'd be an heiress again after return to working as a hunter. At least my time in the N19 zone taught me how to bluff. A ding announcing that we arrived on the 39th floor. Simone and I exchange a look. Here we are. Let's do this. Indeed. 1 hour later.
With all this fuss, I thought I'd finally see the real deal, but these were all duds.
While we didn't get an ether core, the mission wasn't a waste of time. We have all these modified protocores. The protocore smugglers are taken away, and Simone and I return to the Hunters Association.
Special authorization confirmed. Good job, everyone. Do your weapons or gear need to be maintained or repaired? Put them on the table. And just between you and me, Hunter's Huntin' is serving a fancy meal tonight. Don't miss out.
The little robot loudly whispers as it almost waddles to the armory with my weapon.
Simone, your gear's suffered some wear and tear lately. Over 65% of it has been damaged in the past 2 weeks. If she didn't help you control your evil, that number would have been higher. 70% at least.
Oh my gosh, hold on. And yes, I am... Oh. Thank you, Razor. I was absolutely adding that as a quote. Uh-oh. Why aren't you responding to my commands? Huh. Okay. I guess I can't move my eyes right now. Oh, my model isn't responding to my keyboard inputs. Andrew is glued to his multi-screen setup. The windows flicker to life like a digital butterfly swarm.
Look, if building a powerful weapon turns out to be a mistake, you can punish me. Also, Lead Andrew, it's been 2 months already. Are there any signs of that ether core? I can understand why the association hasn't told anyone about this. It can't be about saving face, no?
Alright, check this out.
Jenna! A rolled-up combat uniform lands on the table. We look up to see Jenna walking towards the control desk.
Captain, what's going on?
A weird yet familiar feeling pulls at my chest. I unfold the uniform. There lies a flat, round object I recognize.
It's a hurt knave's head.
Simone wrinkles her nose in disgust. Without missing a beat, she snatches a pen from Andrew's desk and uses it to push the head away. She ignores the look on his face. How could they just leave a head? Where's the protocore? Jenna finishes drinking her water and tears open a package. She takes out a bread roll.
Because there was only the head. It showed up on Faye Street without anything else. The protocore must still be in its body, but who knows where that is. So, already you can see something's not right here.
Indeed. Everyone casts their gaze on me. I slowly nod. I can sense a proto-curve. It's similar to the one I brought back from the no-hunt zone number 7 2 months ago, but there's more to it. Is it related to the ether core?
Yes, we've detected a large beta protocurve on this head.
That's a new fancy term. Captain, what's a beta protocurve?
Then it takes a moment to gather herself. She stands up and the control desk flickers a couple of times. A holographic 3D map is projected from it.
Remember that incident last month? It occurred on the 8th at 9 a.m. Lincoln Bridge's main pier disappeared from the river for 20 minutes. And on the 14th at 3 a.m., rainbow mists appeared in Goldwood City. Specifically, they materialized in 6 districts within 4 seconds of one another.
Really?
Then on the 29th, an incident occurred at 4:30 p.m. An ice cream parlor in the Ring Imperial Center was flipped, and customers on the top floor were trapped in the first floor's freezer. The wanderers behind these have one thing in common. The protocurve produced by their protocores are capable of distorting space itself.
Ah.
We're calling this unique protocurve a beta protocurve for now. I won't get into the details of the analysis. However, after comparing it with the protocurve produced from the deep space tunnel region that's in the N109 zone, our current findings reveal that...
Jenna leans forward. She grips the control desk to emphasize her words.
An ether core is involved.
Uh-oh.
Based on our observations of these wanderers, the Intel Department and Advanced Tech Labs predict we'll observe more beta protocurves in the future. That's where new ether cores might appear.
On the map with Lincoln City at its center, points of interest start appearing. They're all potential locations, and they're everywhere. Some are even thousands of kilometers away from the city.
Everyone, it's getting dark. Night will fall, and we all know the big guys lurking in Lincoln's shadows are about to make their move.
Beth and Jenna revealed a lot of info today. There's another ether core aside from the one in my heart and the one in Silas's eye. But it could be in any of those locations, and this ether core might be incomplete, similar how to the one in my heart was at first. It'll take some time to find that ether core.
Our mission goes beyond just collecting ether cores. We also need to investigate the shady organizations that covet them for their own goals. They're essentially a ticking time bomb. We'll split up for now, but try not to alert the enemy. We don't want to make things worse.
No, we do not.
Hey, I don't know what you went through in the N109 zone, but this operation is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't be a hero every 5 seconds. Patience is key.
After spitting out my toothpaste, I put down my toothbrush and stare at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I unearthed some interesting info in the Association's archives today. There are also a few loose ends from my time in the N109 zone that need to be addressed. I should first deal with what I can handle right now. So, okay. The sound of footsteps reverberates, a hollow echo upon the marble floor. Looking up, Zane once again sees that familiar silhouette of the girl. In the quiet hospital corridor, its walls grayish-blue and dimly lit by incandescent lights, only the girl stands bright and resolute. Yearning to call out to her, yet incapable of making a sound, he has no choice but to quicken his pace. He runs after her. All right, Delta. I hope that drawing goes well as well. Bro. I cannot with you right now. Gotta remember, I can't use my commands. Unfortunately. Yet at that moment, terrifying black crystals erupt from the surrounding walls.
No. Stop.
Without warning, the entire space distorts. Those sharp spikes hurtle towards the girl's throat. Panicking, she turns to face him. As their eyes meet, her lips quiver in despair, softly whispering broken, desperate sounds. Ooh. Irene, you say? Sounds pretty. Zane! Zane! Zane? Zane? Inside Oxlow's rehabilitation center, Zane suddenly opens his eyes. He's in a sleeping pod, and his unfocused gaze slowly adjusts. Did you have another nightmare?
Yes.
Rubbing his temples, he sits up. In his eyes is a reflection of my concerned expression.
Don't worry. Lying down in a large box with eyes staring at me. If I could sleep well with that happening, then you'd actually have something to worry about.
Hey, I care about you. What else am I supposed to do? Someone hasn't gotten a good night's sleep ever since he returned from Mount Eternal. He also keeps using nightmares as an excuse. After returning from Mount Eternal 2 months ago, Zane's health hasn't been good. It's gotten to the point where he can't sleep at all. However, he doesn't talk about what happened in the Arctic. This reoccurring nightmare is the only thing he willingly shared with me. Ooh! Mother Nature, yes, that sounds very pretty. You still have a business trip next week. At this rate, the doctor might end up collapsing before his patients.
Even if I collapse, there will always be another doctor to take over. No matter what.
You need to take care of yourself. I press my finger against his lips as a warning. No matter how many doctors there are, they're for other people. My doctor is right here in front of me.
All right. I'll be careful and stay alive.
You better. Don't let my worries be a burden on you. I think you started having nightmares after I gave you that crystal fragment from the N109 zone. Zane takes his coat from the back, from the coat rack beside the wall. Together we enter the corridor.
They aren't connected, so don't overthink it. It's just a coincidence.
Are you sure about that?
Speaking of which, there's been progress with the analysis of that crystal.
Ooh, do tell. Is it related to protocore syndrome?
At the moment, I've developed a hypothesis based on the data. I'll share the details with you once there are conclusive results.
Stepping into the elevator, I pressed the button for the ground floor. Zane's reflection appeared on the closed doors, the dark circles under his eyes underlying a deeper weariness. Take your time. You should deal with your insomnia first.
Since I can't sleep, I might as well be productive with my time.
Well, speaking of insomnia, random anime recommendation, Insomniacs After School. Really cute anime. So it's not that doctors can't treat themselves. They don't actually want to be treated. I ordered some milk for you. It'll be delivered to your place and should help you sleep. Also, the hypnotic music...
Are you referring to the lullaby playlist? Did you forget how old I am?
I'm just trying to help as a normal hunter. You don't have to listen to me, Dr. Zane.
Since I am your one and only doctor, I should listen to you.
You should. They step out of the elevator and my watch begins to ring. Someone's calling me. I gesture to Zane and then move to the side to answer it. Captain Jenna.
Hey, are you available right now? We've detected beta protocurve activity in a certain location.
After a brief explanation, Captain Jenna quickly ends the call.
Why are you frowning? Did something happen?
My mission got an update. I need to check in with Captain Jenna, so I might not be able to have dinner with you. Just as I'm about to sprint to the hospital's main entrance, a pair of hands lands on my shoulders and steers me in a different direction.
Don't run just yet. I'll drive you there.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Insomniacs After School. Upon arriving at the association, I find that Alpha Team's once engulfed in silence. Only Jenna stands before the control desk, her gaze fixed on a new zoomed-in photos that are being projected.
Perfect timing. Let's look at these together.
She waves her hand, and those photos are pushed towards me. As I approach to get a closer look, it becomes evident that a distinct figure appears in every picture. That figure is also marked with conspicuous colors, which showed traces of a beta protocurve. All of them are from the same Wanderer. Oh, well, since Dr. Zane is currently having bouts of insomnia, it reminded me of this really cute anime I watched. It's like 12 episodes, and it's called Insomniacs After School. And it's about two high schoolers who have insomnia that help each other out with said insomnia. It's really cute and really sweet. I highly recommend it. If you just want like a good feel-good anime, that's for you. That's my anime recommendation. That's my random anime recommendation.
Yes, including this morning, Andrew has found its traces 5 times. Beta protocurve activity was detected in every instance.
That means it's related to an ether core.
It could very well be carrying one, or an ether core fragment.
Another screen comes into view, showcasing an array of data and information, and position at the center is a blurred image of a wanderer.
This wanderer can move by distorting space, and we haven't captured a complete image of it yet. However, the Intel department made a discovery. In areas where it did appear, many patients with protocore syndrome have fallen into a coma. Some even go into shock.
My gaze then falls to the left side of the screen. The text reads location Chansha City.
I'll be heading to Chansha City next week. There are a few patients with a severe case of protocore syndrome, so they require Oxo Hospital's assistance for their treatment.
Uh-oh. Those patients that Zane mentioned might actually be victims of this wanderer.
Right now, we suspect there's a connection between these 2 incidents. We could start looking into those patients. And it just so happens that Oxo Hospital will send a medical team to Chansha City next week.
Captain, I would like to make a request. Let me join the medical team as a hunter escort to investigate the wanderer.
Your request has been approved. Our Chansha branch has also started its own operation. Your mission is to confirm whether or not there are signs of an ether core. You can contact us anytime if you need help. We'll be there to offer whatever assistance we can.
Thanks, Captain. Understood. I'll be careful. As I leave the association, Zane's figure appears in the distance. He's been patiently waiting by the road. Just as I'm about to walk over, a massive bouquet of white roses suddenly appears and engulfs my vision.
Miss, I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to finally meet you in person.
Bro, who the hell are you? Get out of my face! And you are?
I'm sorry. I almost forgot that this is our first meeting. but you should have already received my business card a few days ago, along with the flowers.
The man has a gentle gaze. As if to be friendly, he extends his other hand towards me.
I'm Carter, from Xander Sciences.
I recall seeing a business card that had mysteriously appeared on my desk not too long ago. It was accompanied by attention-grabbing deliveries as well. Oh, those are from you.
Thanks to your efforts in apprehending those protocore merchants, Xander Sciences was able to recover a valuable batch of protocores. Many patients were saved as a result. Naturally, I wanted to express my gratitude. I wonder if you'll do me the honor of having dinner with me, miss?
Bro, I got Zane. Get out of my face.
She already has plans for tonight.
A hand pushes away the bouquet. Zane then pulls me to his side, and he moves to stand between me and Carter. Oh. Upon seeing Zane's face, Carter's expression noticeably darkens.
What a coincidence, Zane.
Oh my gosh, I need a reboot of Orin High School Host Club. I don't care if it's not going to be like the original. That's the point. I want a reboot that follows the manga. I want the same people who did the Fruits Basket reboot to do the Orin High School Host Club reboot, because clearly they know what they were doing. And I need a season 2 of Akatsuki no Yona. Because Razor, Oran, yeah, like that one season that we got of Oran High School Host Club, that's not even like all of like the story. Like there's so much more story. And instead of a season 2, like I want a reboot, like where they, you know, they start from the beginning and then they go through the whole story. Yeah, a lot of anime are based off of manga, like the comics. So, because I mean, like that happened. Like again, I'm talking about Fruits Basket. Like, when was? Because it was like 18 years, 2001, when the original Fruits Basket anime came out. There's only one season, and it stopped. Like, I don't know if they like caught up to like the manga or like they were just like, okay, this is a good place to stop the anime. But that's where they stopped. And then 18 years later, 2019, the reboot comes out. And then like they redo the first season, and then they go on to continue the rest of the story and finish it. And oh my gosh, it was great. Yeah, I don't... Look, I've read a lot of manga, but I read them online. I read them online. There's no need for me to necessarily keep physical copies, even though I do want physical copies one day, when I have the space for it.
It's been such a long time since we last saw each other. Why don't the three of us have dinner together? My treat.
Bro, get the hit and piss off. My gaze quickly shifts from Carter's smile to Zane's indifferent eyes. I sort of understand what's going on. I'm sorry, Mr. Carter. The association strictly prohibits Hunter from accepting dinner invitations for work purposes. Yes, by all means, Delta. Go ahead and slap him. He's annoying.
Let's go.
With pleasure. Just as I'm about to turn around, the bouquet blocks my path again. Bro! I am strapped with a gun. Leave me alone, please.
Miss, I understand there are rules about not having dinner, but the flowers didn't do anything wrong, right?
Okay, before... Yeah, bring out the pew pew. Before I have the opportunity to decline, Zane swiftly takes the white roses. He glances at them, and with a blank expression, he gives the roses back to Carter.
They're much appreciated. Unfortunately, there's no room for them in my car.
You tell him, Zane.
Miss Hunter?
With Zane holding my arm, I leave. Carter persistently follows us. Bro!
Actually, I'm here to give you a reminder.
Okay, Razor, you're getting a bit out of hand. You're getting a bit out of hand here. So why don't we just like take a step back? Because I know I say out of pocket things, but those are towards fictional characters. We are talking to real people here. But her, yeah. Why won't you leave me alone, Carter?
The outside world isn't as safe as Lincoln. Be careful when you're traveling.
You think I don't know that? I just got out the N109 zone. Alright, see you later.
Seatbelt.
Understood. Zane, oh! Thank you for the stretch, Delta. Stretch to the left. Alright. Zane turns the steering wheel and the car joins the stream of flowing traffic. That guy seems to know you pretty well. Are you acquainted with him? And Xander Sciences. I feel like I've heard that name from somewhere.
Your colleague praised you, saying there are things only the two of you can do. I'm very curious now. Xander Sciences will provide you with the best staff.
Ah.
And even the best treatment.
The person Raymond mentioned when we were at his place. That's Carter, right?
We studied under the same professor. That's it. The paths we're walking are completely different.
You two aren't like-minded from what I can tell. I can also feel like he's a bit sus. It was obvious he didn't show up just to invite me to dinner. And I can see you're very cautious around him. Is there bad blood between you two? You can tell me about it.
It's not interesting.
But I'm interested. Help a girl out, please. Zane has bad blood with someone and he's very wary of him. Isn't that interesting already? Exactly!
The fact that he gave you roses is more than enough to put me on high alert.
Jealous Zane!
But when he told you to be careful while traveling, I doubt that was a simple, friendly reminder.
No, that was definitely a warning. As soon as I'm about to tell Zane about my trip, I think twice. I shake my head and smile. Maybe Carter was annoyed by how we were ignoring him. That's why he tried to scare us. Zane glances at me, a hint of amusement in his eyes. He doesn't say anything else about the topic. Three days later, Lincoln Airport. Oh my gosh, who is this Okaroon looking fellow? He's so cute! In the bustling airport lounge, Grayson is stunned. Several seconds pass before he finally blinks.
So, you're our hunter escort this time?
Oh, that is not the voice I was expecting. Your voice is a lot deeper than I thought it was gonna be. Hello. Pleased with Grayson's reaction, I can't help but imagine what expression Zane will have when he sees me later. Move closer to him and shake my plane ticket at him. What's that expression? Do you feel relieved or are you even more anxious?
Do you want to know the truth?
While Grayson's tone sounds lighthearted, a subtle tinge of concern appears on his expression.
They say the hospitals are doing an academic exchange. But in reality, we're going there to help them. Why else would they send such a large team? Or even request a hunter escort for that matter?
Having Zane fly all the way there, the situation must be pretty bad.
Actually, the main problem is with one of the patients.
Grayson lowers his voice and leans in closer.
His biopsy results show that the crystals in his heart have a certain shape and structure that's different from the ones you'd see with protocore syndrome. Also, when he was admitted to the hospital, he caused a metaflux burst.
As if worried I wouldn't believe him, Grayson takes out his phone and shows me a video.
My friend who works at Chancha Hospital sent me this. All the flux stabilizers in the ER went down. It was a mess.
In the video, the sound of an alarm fills the air and the lights flicker uncontrollably. Despite the shaky and blurred footage, the chaotic nature of the scene is unmistakable. An abnormal heart, a sudden burst of metaflux, a picture begins to form in my mind. Something strangely familiar.
Thankfully, no wanderers showed up. But it's strange considering how high the fluctuation index was.
Fluctuation index only tells us the chances of a wanderer appearing. It's not guaranteed. But given the nature of the energy fluctuation, it's weird not a single wanderer appeared. I watched the video again to search for anything I might have missed. Is the metaflux a result of the patient being exposed to the wanderer in the beta protocurve? Grayson, do you mind showing me the other documents related to this?
Sure. What would you like to see?
You shouldn't make assumptions when things are still uncertain.
Hi, Zane. As Grayson and I lean in, a hand suddenly appears between us. Grayson is slightly nudged to the side. I love the subtle jealousy that Zane shows. He's just like, you're standing a little too close to my girl there. Please see yourself out. Away. You're too close.
Dr. Zane.
In one smooth motion, the hand takes the phone, turns off the screen, then places it back in Grayson's hand.
Shansha Hospital was built a long time ago. It's not uncommon for their flux stabilizers to experience malfunctions. As for the patient's biopsy results, they need to be further analyzed along with other reports. It's too early to jump to any conclusions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I lock eyes with Zane. He stands before me with one hand resting on the handle of his suitcase. Good morning, Dr. Zane. I hold up a paper bag. Do you want a black tea cake or egg sandwich? You can only choose one.
I'll have the cake.
Is your sweet?
Did you arrive at the airport early to buy breakfast?
When did I ever say that? I retrieve my suitcase from behind a chair and proudly present my ID as a hunter escort to Zane. Nice. Surprise!
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to my expectations, I see no traces of astonishment in Zane's expression. Instead, he calmly hands me a hot latte.
Have you ever thought about who approved and signed your escort application and ID request?
Well... The flight takes several hours. Eventually, the plane lands at Chancia Airport. Boarding the shuttle sent by Chancia Hospital, the medical team immediately heads to their destination. The chief of surgery, his hair already starting to gray, exchanges pleasantries with Zane before quickly delving into a discussion about the patient.
They're on ECMO. After the open heart surgery, adhesions began to develop. And this morning, we saw the crystals spreading. They're very close to the lungs now.
Oh no. That doesn't sound
Then
good.
we'll have to perform surgery as soon as possible.
Zane quickly flips through the patient's medical record while putting marks on the paper.
Crystal extraction is already a complex procedure. Those adhesions, we're worried the patient won't be in a stable condition while under anesthesia.
This is our only option. We must perform the surgery. Let's reassess the patient's health and proceed once his physical condition allows it.
A few hours later, the surgical lights are turned on in the operating room. The rhythmic sounds of medical equipment reverberate. Led by Zane, a team of medical staff focuses on the surgery at hand. The observation room is filled with people, and their gazes are fixed on a large screen. On it, a pair of hands uses a scalpel to meticulously remove tiny crystals.
Clear the view.
After ensuring there's no unusual activity, I make my way back to the glass.
Dr. Zane is brave for taking on such a risky case.
Captain Willow.
We meet again.
During my previous visit to Chelsea City, we worked together. After exchanging formalities, she shows me the updated data. In a matter of seconds, the record of a wanderer's recent activities appears on my watch's built-in 3D map. It managed to traverse the entire city in 5 minutes. Never seen a wanderer move that fast before. Captain Jenna said there's no clear image of the wanderer yet. Do you have any leads?
We did some comparisons. Aside from the protocorps not aligning, the Wanderer closely resembles Mist.
But if you look at all the data, the traits this wanderer exhibits are different from Mists I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know what got into it, and how it managed to hide so well.
Perhaps the ether core made it mutate or something. Suddenly, a discussion erupts next to us. It draws my and Will's attention to the screen. A scale-like tiny crystal is slowly being peeled away from the edge of a blood vessel.
Surgeons have some steady hands, huh?
That crystal! It's exactly like the one on the monsters in the N109 zone. Zane must have noticed it too. Regaining my composure, I immediately look at him. Under the surgical cap, his eyes remain calm and focused. He continues with the procedure until the crystal is placed onto the surgical tray.
Does it look all right on the ultrasound? Yes, it came off. Any bleeding? No. Let's wrap it up.
Applause erupts throughout the observation room, and relief washes over me. However, I feel a strange, unusual tremor in my chest. Something is rapidly expanding. Metaflux! The alarm from the flux stabilizers resounds throughout the entire operating room. Captain Will and I exchange a look and immediately get to work. She starts evacuating the spectators while I run to the intercom. Zane, a wanderer is about to appear. You need to move.
Dr. Zane, the patient's blood pressure is dropping. Increase the adrenaline to 0.1 micrograms.
The alarm becomes louder. I immediately pull out my gun and aim at the area where the energy fluctuation has peaked. The faint energy fluctuation dissipates, yet the tremors I feel in my chest show no signs of subsiding. Zane, you need to leave or else it'll be too late.
The patient's vitals are unstable. Moving them isn't feasible right now.
Through the glass, Zane looks up at me, his game as calm as ever.
Can you suppress the accumulating metaflux with your evil?
I meet Zane's gaze that carries a subtle attempt to comfort me. My attention turns to Grace and the others who are visibly worried. They wait for my response. I'll do my best.
Give me 5 minutes. Let's continue.
I mean, he's an awesome piece of work. Like, his life's in danger, and instead of like, you know, he could have like ran out of that room and left that patient for dead, but he's like, no. I have a responsibility here. They aren't in a position to be like safely like transported out of this dangerous area. I'm gonna make sure they can. Using my evil and the flux stabilizers, I successfully buy the necessary time for Zane to finish suturing. When the surgery ends, the metaflux suddenly dissipates, as if what happened earlier was an illusion. Other medical stand will handle the follow-up procedures. I change out of my sterile suit. Just as I catch my breath, Zane pulls me into the lounge where no one's around.
Give me your left hand. I'll do a quick eval examination.
Yeah. Zane sits down a metal tray, picks up a cotton ball soaked in medicine, and begins to disinfect my hand. I'm fine. I might have overdone it, but my use of eval is better than before.
While that is how you feel, I suggest waiting for the results and listening to what your primary care physician has to say. Also,
Cool sensation emanates from the palm of my hand as he holds my fingers. He applies patches to each one.
you should be well aware that the metaflux earlier wasn't something an ordinary wanderer could generate.
You knew since the beginning.
Don't tell me you actually believed I thought you were a hunter escort whose sole purpose is to protect us.
I mean, I guess as someone who doesn't know him very well, Zane could definitely be seen as very intimidating. But I know under that cool exterior, he's actually very warm and sweet. Of course. You and Dr. Noah have known about the existence of ether cores for a while now. Straightening my posture, I start thinking. You noticed it during the surgery, right? That crystal is very similar to the sample I gave you. I'm almost 100% sure that the wanderer that attacked this patient is related to the ether core. It's possible the ether core made those monsters in the N109 zone transform into their current state.
Not necessarily.
The examination machine beeps. Zane observes the fluctuating numbers displayed on the screen as he continues to speak.
The ether core shouldn't be what's causing the mutations. Your heart's integration with one is a perfect example. Given the extent of the mutation you've described, I'm more inclined to believe that someone attempted to be smart, but ended up failing in the process.
Was it Carter? I'm gonna call it. It was Carter. Are you saying someone is responsible for the appearance of those monsters in his patient's condition?
I'm merely speculating. Don't forget, in this world, many forces covet the ether core. You haven't met all of them yet.
You're right.
All is well.
The machine beeps, which indicates the end of the examination. Zane carefully removes the patches from my hand and puts them away. In the quiet room, the second hand of the wall clock moves quietly, plucking the faint light enveloping us. I can't help but yawn. I told you I was fine. If I had to say there's a problem, then I'm feeling a little tired now. Hey Eden, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? I'm just playing some more Love and Deep Space, trying to meet the newest love interest. Now we have 5. My word.
Watching a surgery must have been boring.
Not at all. It's actually my first time seeing you perform surgery. You looked so cool. Picking a paper bag from the table, he settles on one side of the couch. He grabs a sandwich and pulls it apart with his clean hands.
The hospital cafeteria is closed. We'll have to make do with what's available to us.
Thank you, honey. While the chaos has subsided, the persistent scent of disinfectant lingers in my nostrils. While my body is tired, my mind is still excited. Aw, man, Eden, you missed it. Zane was like, this dumbass Carter was like, oh, I have roses for you. Come have dinner with me. And Zane's like, no. No. Ooh, have fun. Ooh. Okay, that is the second time I've yawned. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the beta. I know you've been looking forward to the game, so I hope you have a lot of fun with it. I decide to direct my excess energy to the surgeon himself. Weren't you listening to me before? Someone said he'll have to learn to accept compliments from others.
I accept your compliment.
Good. The sandwich bread is already flat and no longer looks appetizing. With the finesse of a seasoned chef, Zane lifts the bread and removes the greasy bacon. He then proceeds to discard the wilted lettuce, leaving only the ham slices, red cabbage, and shredded pork that have withstood the test of time. Today will be very memorable for me. Not only did I see perform surgery for the first time, but I also had the privilege of observing a sandwich undergo surgery.
I've just removed the parts that experienced excessive nutrient loss and would have impacted digestion.
Is nutrition one of the things you research? Is there anything Dr. Zane can't master?
I have to admit that when it comes to accepting compliments, I'm not very good in front of you. But I suppose there's a chance for you to teach me in person.
Oh, say less. Looking at me with a meaningful expression, Zane places the surgery-affected sandwich into my hand. He then pulls out his phone. Baffled, I lean in and watch Zane as Zane taps on a message notification. He opens up a new medical team group chat, which was created earlier today. Okay. Grayson has shared a group photo there, where the medical staff, their smiles tinged with weariness, hold glass vessels that are visibly cracked. Were these cracked by the emergency I couldn't contain when I lost my target?
You overdid it, yes. But the medical staff said you're the most surprising hunter they've ever seen.
You don't need to go that far. Embarrassed, I sheepishly laughed. I quickly shifted my attention to eliminating the sandwich. Before Zane can speak, his phone abruptly starts ringing.
Hello?
Upon hearing the voice on the other end, Zane freezes. Surprise appears on his face.
The patient woke up?
Really? When Zane, Grayson, and I arrive at the entrance to the ICU, a nurse approaches us.
Do you know why he regained consciousness so quickly?
We're not sure. He shouldn't have woken up already. Look at this, Dr. Zane. All his vital signs are improving.
Zane and Grayson change into sterile suits and enter the ward. I wait outside.
Can you hear me? Do you remember where we are? Look at my finger.
I really wasn't expecting him to save the patient when they were at death's door.
Ew, why are you here? Mr. Carter?
Hello. We meet again, miss.
With the sudden appearance of Carter, I cautiously step to the side. However, he greets me with a smile. He raises both of his hands.
Don't get the wrong idea. I wasn't following you.
Uh-huh. And I simp for Wanderer from Genshin Impact. I guess we're both liars.
This patient happens to be an important client of Xander Sciences. After hearing about the incident, I decided to pay him a visit.
You weren't there when he was in critical condition. I don't think he's that important to you.
What do you mean?
He leans against the wall and casually looks at the glass door.
If it weren't for Xander Sciences, his fragile heart would have stopped a long time ago. What we're pursuing is far more stunning and ambitious than these petty solutions.
Is that so? Observing my indifferent reaction, Carter furrows his brow. A hint of disappointment appears on his face.
Aren't you curious about the kind of work we're doing?
I'm not. He shakes his head, and his usual pretentious smile graces his face again.
It's okay. You'll be interested someday. After all, only Xander Sciences can provide answers to the questions about your heart.
Whoa. Why the hell do you know about my heart? Frowning, I suppress the urge to ask more. I redirect my attention back to the ward.
Hey, Dr. Zane wants you inside.
Grayson hurriedly walks out and hands me a sterile suit.
Excuse me, this is the ICU. For the patient's sake, we kindly request that unrelated individuals leave.
Having no intention of paying any more attention to Carter, I change into the sterile suit and enter the room. The man laying down on the bed has his eyes half open. His voice is weak and infused with tangible excitement.
I'm back. I'm back.
All his vital signs appear to be normal. However, under normal circumstances, a person wouldn't recover this quickly.
As Zane talks, he directs a meaningful look at me.
More anomalies may occur. Stay on your toes.
Acknowledging his warning, I nod. I move to the bed, introduce myself, and state the purpose of my visit. I then proceed to ask questions. Davis, you said you're back. Where were you?
It trapped me. I couldn't get out.
No, I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him, but unfortunately, it seems like he's gonna keep reappearing. You know what I mean? Yep, still broken. Still broken. Ugh. I just want him gone. He's really sus.
It was like a nightmare. I couldn't wake up.
I turn on my watch and pull up a picture of the mist. When you say it, do you mean this?
Yes. It was that thing. It was inside of me. But it wasn't.
Oh no. Suddenly the vital signs monitor starts being loudly. The man begins convulsing as something started choking him. Metaflux. Zane! I quickly pull out my gun and sense a more intense fluctuation. It surges and engulfs the entire room instantly.
Grayson, transfer the patient to another room and prepare for resuscitation.
Unexpectedly, a rift appears and reveals the shadowy figure of a wanderer. Moving myself to the front of the bed, I point my gun at the wanderer. However, it disappears in a blink of an eye. A second later, it materializes like a phantom in another location.
Hey, behind you.
Evading its slash, I aim my gun at the center of the fluctuation. However, a tremor overwhelms my chest. I barely feel any pain, only a dense white fog surges before me and obscures my vision. The ward dissipates as if my surroundings are transforming into another realm. The last thing I see is Zane rushing towards me. Zane, watch. Oh. It feels as though my body is plummeting into a thick fog. The sensation of weightlessness threatens to push my heartbeat out of my chest. Amidst the chaos, I muster all my strength to find something, anything to hold on to. And after what feels like forever, my feet touch solid ground. My surroundings become clear. Bathed in dim, feeble light, a long corridor appears before me. Its end remains hidden in the mist. Am I at the hospital? No. I feel a faint tremor in my chest. A familiar energy fluctuation surges with the mist. It drags me somewhere. This fluctuation is from an ether core. I'm probably in the Wanderer's protofield. As I stand in the empty space, the sound of approaching footsteps reaches my ears. Turning around, I notice a dark figure. Nah, he for real stalking us. Zane? An onslaught of sharp ice crystals materials around me. They are ready to pierce my heart. The ground beneath me disappears, and I find myself falling into a sense of weightlessness again. As I float in this void, blurred lights and sounds rush past me like an avalanche. Within the boundless darkness, it's as if a pair of hands is gently lifting my tired soul. I struggle to open my eyes. After feeling a steady heartbeat for several seconds, I sit up on the bed.
You're awake.
Are you the real Zane? By the floor-to-ceiling window stands a figure wearing a black clothing. He turns around. Behind him are dilapidated buildings and the sunset's tender light. Zane. The figure takes another step, his appearance nearly overlapping with the dark figure I had seen before. I move back. You're not the real Zane, are you?
How are you feeling?
After hesitating for a moment, I reach out and touch his cheek. I trace his eyebrows and the contours of his face. I recognize the features I know so well. In the silence, he remains motionless. He just looks at me. I'm fine. I think I just had a dream. Perhaps it's the influence of the protofield that caused me to have those strange illusions. Shaking my head to clear my thoughts, I shift my focus to the room. The cracked grayish-white walls enclose a space where a sofa, holographic screen, refrigerator, and various functional home appliances exist in close proximity. It's like the home of someone who struggles with living a normal life.
Do you remember what happened in the ward?
The wanderer that suddenly appeared, the turn of my heart, and Zane running towards me. Memories gradually find their way back into my mind. Are we still in the Wanderer's protofield?
Yes.
Ah! Okay, so we're in a... Okay, you're the real Zane, but we're in an illusion. Got it. Following Zane's gaze, I get up from the bed and join him in looking out the window. As the final remnants of twilight vanish, the city stands before us under a light blue sky, its desolation evident. This place is a rusted skeleton of its former. And although it's faint, the energy fluctuations around us are similar to an ether quartz. This Wanderer's protocore must possess an ether core's energy. But in my dream, it's as if the chill from those ice crystals still lingers in the air. I grip my arms more tightly.
You're awake now. Remember that whatever you dreamt about was only a dream.
A blanket is draped over my shoulders. I reach out, but he walks away before I can touch him. Zane opens up the refrigerator, revealing a collection of peculiar bottles with mysterious liquids and a jar half filled with chocolate. After opening the jar, he offers us a few pieces to me, their packaging unexpectedly fancy. I'm not hungry. I'm thirsty, though.
According to my perception of time, you've been unconscious for 2 days.
Huh?
If you don't eat or drink something, I'm afraid you won't have the energy to find the Wanderer.
The scent of chocolate saturates the air and ignites my appetite. What if the Wanderer launches a surprise attack while we're resting? Despite my words, I find myself sinking into the worn-out couch. I unwrap the chocolates with Zane. I look up, and my gaze falls upon a bit of vibrant green on the desk. It's a flower pot with jasmine in it. It sticks out like a sore thumb in the desolate world. While the branches and leaves retain their green hue, the stem has already started to weather. Is it normal to see jasmines in a Wanderer's protofield?
What are you implying?
The patient who was attacked by the Wanderer fell into a nightmare. They were trapped in their own dream. In other words, the environment we're currently seeing in the protofield must also be a manifestation of someone's dream. And I don't remember ever seeing anything here. This is your dream. So, this is your dream? Yeah, I'm also thinking pink. Also because, like, you know, anime, Japan, like when the cherry blossoms bloom and all the petals are just floating in the wind.
Are there any comments you'd like to make about it?
Even in a world as broken as this, chocolate still exists. I expect nothing less from you.
Shouldn't you be saying something like, "Thank goodness it's Zane's dream. We can still eat chocolate."
Summer. I know definitely autumn. I'm thinking orange, and then like winter, like an icy blue. Summer. I'm thinking green. A very vibrant green. Zane, who's wearing nothing but black clothes, appears somewhat strange. Maybe this is how he sees himself in his dreams.
I have dreamt of this place.
I'm sure you would, Razor.
However, the jasmine hasn't wilted yet, and the world itself isn't in such a dilapidated state.
Is this the nightmare you've been having then? Zane is quiet for a while before responding in a soft voice.
Yes.
Don't be scared. Dreams are the opposite of reality. I offer the unwrapped chocolate to his lips. Try it. Who knows? Maybe the chocolate in your nightmares doesn't even taste like chocolate. He lowers his head and eats the chocolate.
It's carrot flavored.
Carrot flavored chocolate. Liar. He looks out the window again, but where the silhouette of a bird flies across the darkening sky.
Since dreams are the opposite of reality, perhaps I'm not a doctor in this one.
Everything is a hazy blur in the dreams. Yet in Zane's dream, the flowers, trees, streets, and shops appear with remarkable clarity. I can't help but wonder how long this dream has haunted him, incessantly replaying itself to the point where every detail is fleshed out.
While it resembles my dreamscape, I can tell it's a proto-field. Over there.
He guides me to the entrance of a narrow alley. The road ahead is covered in thick fog, as if we're reached the edge of the dream itself. From the fog, a cluster of black crystals has emerged. It blooms like a flower and is as tall as a 3-story building. It blocks the path. A protocore cluster?
It regenerates very quickly after it's broken. I'd say it's as good as new within a few seconds. Yes, I tried destroying it before you woke up.
As I recall my past battles, a hypothesis forms in my mind. I think I know what's going on here. There must be another protocore clustered in this protofield, and they provide energy to each other. We need to destroy both of them to leave this protofield.
Eating sweets certainly makes one smarter.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the compliment. I gesture towards him. Though, I'm only slightly smarter than you. Chuckling, Zane pulls down my hand. Since this is your dream, do you think you know where the other protocore cluster is?
When you're in a proto-field, using evol in a scientific matter is more effective than dreaming.
The protofield is practically drenched in erratic energy fluctuation. Yet amidst the entanglement of protocurs, I detect one that stands out. I open my eyes and point in a direction. From what I've sensed, the second protocore cluster should be on the other side of the protofield. Similar energy fluctuations appear from another direction. I look at Zane. Which one would you like to pick? Zane looks into the distance. I don't know if I imagine or not, but some sort of emotion stirred in his eyes.
The one that's farthest away.
The far end of the city is cloaked in black mist, resembling the gaping maw of a beast hidden in the shadows. Nope, I want that one. I understand this is your dream, so you know where the dangers are. But, are you going to face them alone again?
This is my dream. I can get to my destination faster than you.
But your dream isn't exactly being nice to you right now. Maybe the more you try to use it, the more it'll use you instead. Let me go instead.
You.
I'll be safe. Don't push yourself when you're in trouble. I got your back. That's a tip from your hunter escort. Smiling, I take a step and pat his back. Without waiting for Zane to respond, I wave and start walking.
Don't push yourself. That's a tip from your primary care physician.
Got it. Behind me, I hear a soft sigh followed by Zane's words that are tinged with worry. Turning around, I catch a glimpse of him standing in the shadows. He's far away now, so I can't clearly see his expression. I press my lips into a thin line and nod. Regardless of whether it's him or me, we'll know we'll always support each other. As the girl walks away, her figure disappearing from the fork in the road, Zane turns his gaze towards the alley's depths. Within the thick fog, a broken streetlight flickers intermittently. He raises his hand. Parts of the mist detach themselves from the air, spiraling and condensing. They coalesce into icicles above his palm. Dark impurities silently emerge from within them, but they stop spreading as they're just about to breach the outermost layer of the white crystals. Zane, like I said, Zane's very, very sweet. It's as if a looming black hole threatens to consume everything pure and white. The thin, unwavering layer of pristine ice remains resolute in being the last line of defense. Ah. Shadows stretch, and in the boundless fog ahead, the protocore cluster awaits his arrival like a slumbering wanderer. Within the mist, a cold wind materializes as aggressive figures sluggishly stir. The ice crystals in his palm slice the air and seamlessly hit nothing, but the protocore cluster shimmers for a fleeting moment. As more wanderers emerge, their roars resound and their figures phase in and out. The ice crystals solidify into sharp blades. Zane delivers his attacks with decisive precision. Blades of ice tear through the darkness, and a pungent scent permeates the air. The ground beneath his feet slowly transforms. It turns soft and slimy like sludge, stubborn and clinging to his leg. Razor, thank you for the hydrate. Dazed, Zane looks down, peering through the mist and layers of unclear ice. His gaze falls onto his palm.
Zane!
A bloody hue tints his hand. An eerie shadow is cast over his senses. He's momentarily transported back to the bone-chilling nightmare. Zane is shocked. He looks up and knows who's standing before him. The tension is palpable, gripping him.
William?
It's too late. Please.
In the howling icy wind, Zane hears his heavy breaths. Once again, he's returned to the endless, snow-covered expanse of Mount Eternal. Bloody tears stream down from William's empty eye sockets. Then, an array of faces emerge from the cluster's projection.
Aren't you going to celebrate my birthday with me? Why did you kill me? Aren't you a doctor? You should have saved me! Why didn't you save me and my child?
Zane, please. Kill me.
He's suffocating. He's trapped. His head is spinning. Zane notices his fingers are trembling uncontrollably. He staggers back only to trip over something again.
It's just an illusion. It's not real. It's not.
More and more hands stretch out towards him. They're frozen. The space around him shatters and distorts in the mirrors. They reflect his bloodshot eyes. They reflect his hands, clenched so tightly that veins bulge. The black icicle suddenly pierces through the mirrors and shatters part of the protocore cluster. The protocore cluster doesn't regenerate. It resembles a cliff teetering on the edge, ready to collapse in on itself.
She made it.
As the mirror shards dissolve into black mist, the cold light intensifies and casts an ethereal glow. Determined, Zane thrusts the ice blade towards the human figure. Zane! The ice blade stops at Zane's pupils contract. It's her. But she can't possibly be here. They're your patients. Could you? My Max. You'll kill me. No. You're not Zane. Who are you? It's a face he knows so well in his unspeakable nightmare. Her expression is filled with disbelief and pain. Yes, it's her. Zane, kill me! Black ice flowers bloom from her chest, their petals unfurling. She's as light as a piece of paper, separating from life's weight. Yet she falls almost with a thud in his stiff embrace. Buzzing engulfs Zane's ears as he's once again pulled into the depths of a never-ending nightmare. While he knows it's an illusion, he can't break free. At that moment, the cracked protocol cluster pulsates with a blood-red light. The air trembles around it. The massive shadow before him breaks along with the other protocore cluster. The illusion in his arms changes again, but he doesn't look up. He only clenches his fist.
It's time to end this.
The cold gleam flickers, and pure black ice crystals surge beneath him. They freeze every figure that lurks within the shadows. The darkness is suppressed and the surroundings change. It's foggy. A blurry figure gradually emerges from the cracks in the space. Zane conjures black ice and takes aim. However, his body becomes immobile as if he's frozen in place.
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger just for her.
His entire body becomes encased in ice. Black crystals pierce his chest and spread to his fingers. Intense pain leaves Zane's back drenched in sweat. He's unable to control his body as he collapses. His heart races in fears as he hears that cold voice.
Seek your destiny. Only then can you be redeemed.
Pain? You okay? As the protocore cluster shatters, a distant tremor ripples through the air. The space around me transforms into mist, and the moonlight shines down. Then the fog dissipates. I can feel the ground beneath my feet. I cautiously assess my surroundings and see that I'm in a garden at the back of the hospital. Something's not right. This is Lincoln's Axel Hospital, but it should be in Chancia. My heartbeat quickens. A sense of foreboding washes over me. Holding my gun, I push open the door that leads to the hospital. Behind the door, a white mist emerges. When it's cleared, I noticed I was back at Zane's place. At the couch, someone was lying on the floor with their back to me. Zane!
Be careful. We haven't escaped this dream. There are 2 layers, and the Wanderer is still here.
I rushed over to Zane and helped him up. He weakly presses his hand against his left shoulder. His expression alone shows how much he's in pain. The ice. Zane clutches his left hand and moves away from my hand.
The ice. It's dangerous. Don't touch. It's too dangerous. I won't be able to control. Leave. Now.
A sudden voice in my head gives me pause. Despite the warning, I lean in to inspect Zane's injury, feeling my heart sink with each passing moment. There are no visible external injuries on his body, yet a blackened ice spreads across his wrist and neck. It doesn't seem like it'll appear anytime soon. I don't think you're just losing control of your evil. Let me see if I can help.
Don't worry. I'm fine. It was just...
It doesn't look like you're fine. It starts to melt since my method's working. Let's keep doing it.
Don't waste your time on me. We can still go after her.
Focus on taking care of yourself first. Push him down. For now, you'll listen to me. It doesn't matter if it's related to health or combat. There's no use resisting. If I were you, I'd just listen and follow along. I'll help you suppress your evil first. Tell me the area I should resonate with so you can recover faster.
My left shoulder. A little lower.
I'm pressing it. Well? Ah. You might be more familiar with what happens in dreams, but I'm an expert in dealing with wanderers. If you rush in head first again, I won't save you.
I would hope so.
You...
I know how this nightmare ends. Wanderers aren't the only threat here. When push comes to shove, leaving me behind might be for the best.
It's slowly going away. Good. Hold his hand. I always keep my word. What else do you need to do? Aside from leaving you here.
If I do something that ends up hurting you, don't go easy on me.
You wish. Didn't you agree you'll do whatever I say? Well, here's my first order. You're not allowed to talk like that anymore. Wait, this is... Zane, be careful.
What happened? Letting you step into this nightmare, perhaps, was another mistake.
Don't blame yourself, Zane.
But at least I have one last choice.
What are you doing to yourself? After I gather my thoughts, the weary face before me momentarily merges with a blurry image of Zane in my fragmented memories. They immediately separate. Wait. When I was pulled into the protofield, I was attacked by the Wanderer and lost consciousness. The wound should be on my body, but it's gone. I give Zane an inquisitive look. I want an answer, but he averts his gaze instead. Zane, what did you do while I was unconscious? Oh my gosh, how long is this? What did you do while I was unconscious? Is this why you're losing control of your evol? His silence confirms my suspicion. I lower my head, and my hands rest on his tighten. Or the worry and guilt in my heart coalesces incoherent words. They disappear because of Zane's presence. He lowers his head, and his chin rests on top of my head.
You're my hunter, escort, correct? Protecting you was protecting myself. And after subjecting you to a distressing dream, ensuring you can leave safely is the least I should do.
Why are you making it sound like you dragged me through hell and back? Your dream didn't hurt me. The mist is exploiting it.
What if the Wanderer wasn't the only source of danger? You've seen how bleak and oppressive this dream is. As you said, it's not exactly being nice to me.
Oh, thanks for the hydrate razor.
Perhaps the dream itself is the real threat here.
Zane talks slower, enunciating each word with a gentle tone. It's as if he's trying to calm his simmering inner turmoil. I realized something. After we entered the protocol field that's based on Zane's dream, he's been acting more hesitant. Could it be... Zane, this nightmare is more than just a dream to you, right? I sense his hand suddenly move, a testament to its master's emotions that are always restrained.
A dream remains a dream so long as you wake up from it. But when that day comes, when I can't wake up...
Are you worried you'll be trapped in your dreams? Or that your dreams will encroach on reality? If that day ever comes, I'll find you in your dream. Even if the world falls into chaos and everything turns upside down, I'll never forget who I am, and I won't forget who you are. By then, I'll find you in your dreams, the real you. The resonance lights quietly flows from my fingers as I make a not-so-solemn promise in a calm voice. Zane's breath hitches, as if it's suspended in air for a while. Then he exhales, his breath carrying the weight of unspoken sentiments. If all else fails, I'll bury you in the body of a snowman. You'll be a super big snowman.
What?
I close my eyes and banish the myriad of questions and worries from my head. If you can't deal with it by yourself, then we'll face it together. I'm the best there is, so I'm sure I can lend a hand.
I see your problem-solving skills are more on the straightforward, brutal side. Should we consider this a side effect of you becoming stronger?
Yes. It's called having the freedom that comes with power. All the black ice has disappeared. How are you feeling? Does it still hurt? I look up and meet Zane's gaze. It seems he's been observing me for a while.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
I'm glad it doesn't hurt. Don't. This is about to tell Zane not to lie again. He turns over my hand. A silver of glimmering icy light appears in my palm. He takes back his hand, and two chubby little ice seals tumbled into my hand.
You get two. As an escort, you are very professional while on the job. This is your reward, since I have nothing else to give you. Do you trust me now?
From where I am, light and shadows dance upon his features. They extenuate the mirth in his eyes. You keep telling me not to push myself, but you also need to stop disregarding your safety. He nods. I clench my hand and reach out to him, help him stand on his feet as I get up. You said this dream has 2 layers. Are we in the outer layer because we broke the inner layer? Zane doesn't refute my statement. He turns around and walks ahead and opens a door. We step out to be greeted by the night breeze. We retrace our steps through the corridor and return to the hospital garden, which feels familiar yet strange.
A mutated wanderer's protofield defies normal logic. It could be hiding anywhere.
Outside the hospital, skyscrapers rise like towering concrete trees in the forest. Meanwhile, the rest of the city stands in eerie silence. I can use my evil to return the protofield to its original state.
Negative consequences born from mistakes don't need to be fixed.
The sky swiftly darkens as if time itself has been accelerated.
We have no choice but to destroy this place.
Wait, you're evil. We'll do it together.
Are you ready?
Ready. Black snowflakes drift from our interlocked fingers. The night wind momentarily suspends before swirling into a frenzy flurried once more. Underneath our feet, a vast expanse of ice crystals blossom. The ground, the building, and even the particles floating in the air are all ensnared in swift spread of the chilling night, wrapping in its icy embrace. In an instant, the entire world froze into a black amber. A rift violently tears through the fabric of this space. The Wanderer can't hide anymore. It screeches and reveals its true form. There it is. Let's go. Zane's cloak flutters wildly in the wind. Amidst nightmarish darkness, an icy glimmer materializes in his hand.
Let's end this before the breaking dawn arrives.
Breaking Dawn? The horror game with the walkers? Like the Wendigos? Those guys? Okay, so I can't choose my units, so we're just gonna go in like this.
Through the darkness and into the dawn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a sword.
Watch where it's going. With our combined strength,
Here I go.
victory is within reach. Keep your tempo.
Eat this.
Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. It is falling apart.
Oh, sweet.
Keep your distance with our combined strength.
Here I go. Eat this.
That was fast.
So were you.
Leave this to me.
Ah, thanks, Zane.
I was just careless.
Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. With our combined strength, it is weak. Now's our chance.
Mm-hmm. Let's go, let's go. Get down.
I'll send it on a journey.
Its final journey. Eat this.
It recovered. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Don't rush. Let's see what it's up to.
Run. Run, girl.
Stay safe with our combined strength.
Here I go. My turn.
Be careful.
Ooh. I can't wait to see it.
Keep your distance, or else.
Same.
Nice teamwork.
Perfect.
Okay, I should be able to get all three. Like, okay, there we go. Once the final blow is dealt to the Wanderer, an intense tremor surges from the depths of my heart. But the resonance is unmistakable this time. It's akin to gentle waves brewing with power. A light warm glow gently descends into my palm. Is this Tansio Hospital? The breaking dawn's light stream through the window. In the silent corridor, the air carries a faint scent of disinfectant. Have we returned? Zane!
I'm here.
Yeah, it really is. Like, ooh, very pretty. Very pretty, Delta. As my hand is tenderly squeezed, I turn my head. Zane is next to me. Wait, I need to double check. Are we still in the protofield, or are we in reality? Turn around first. And turn back now. Though his expression has a bit of helplessness, Zane still complies.
Are you double-checking or making me play a game of turnaround?
I'm confirming that Dr. Zane is the person with me right now. Oh, I guess the colors we talked about could look like the Simon Says game. A burst of laughter erupts from deep within me, but in the very next second, I collapse onto the ground. His arms immediately extend to steady me.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I reach it out, but stop once I'm realizing I'm holding onto something. I open my hand to see a protocore fragment. It emits a faint green glow. A fragment of the ether core. At least our effort wasn't for nothing.
You're back.
Dr. Zane.
Captain Will and the others rushed over from the opposite end of the corridor. Their expressions reflect a mixture of relief, joy, and concern.
Are you two okay? You're not hurt, are you? It's been 3 whole days since you were trapped in that Wanderer's proto field. Everyone's been worried sick.
Ah. From Captain Will, I learned that exactly 3 days had passed since we entered the peculiar proto field. The patient has been relocated to a secure ward and is now out of danger following resuscitation. During this time, the entire hospital was being protected by Chancellor City's hunters who carried out a thorough investigation.
By the way, we discovered a strange device while investigating the ICU.
Speaking in a quieter tone, she gives me a sealed, transparent bag.
We found it hidden inside a flux stabilizer that was sitting in a corner. Almost went unnoticed.
Sabotage?
Ever since that incident happened in the ER, the hospital's flux stabilizers have been examined or replaced.
Sabotage. So only recently did someone tamper with one of them. I take the sealed bag and show a grateful smile. I'll ask the association to conduct an investigation. It was Carter. It was freaking Carter. Lincoln City, 3 days later. Open the door to Zane's home. It's quiet. Zane? I tiptoe into the living room. Zane is peacefully sleeping on the couch. Oh, yes, get some rest, honey. The curtains gently flutter in the warm breeze. Light and shadows glide from his nose to his chin. Is he sleeping or... I move closer and place my hand over his chest. He's just sleeping. He must be exhausted. Approaching Zane, I kneel down to be at eye level with him. I carefully cover him with a blanket that was draped on the couch. The tension on Zane's furrowed brow dissipates. His breathing is steady, and his expression is serene and relaxed. I look at his face, thoughts in my mind racing as I reflect the whirlwind of events that have unfolded recently. He can finally rest. My watch vibrates. I leave the living room and answer Simone's call.
The preliminary analysis results are out for the thing you brought back.
Tell me.
It has an intricate structure. Took me a while to disassemble it. I found a radio frequency chip that resonates with metaflux fluctuations. Basically, it's an energy transmitter. It can locate protocores and even attract wanderers via fluctuations.
A wanderer attracting transmitter? As I recall what happened, one figure stands out as the most suspicious. Carter. He just showed up before and after the patient displayed abnormalities. I share my suspicions with Simone. She then poses her own questions.
The complexity of this small device is far beyond his understanding.
Delta, thank you for the hydrate.
It exhibits highly advanced protocore technology. Xander Sciences is a medical institution. There's no way they could possess protocore tech that rivals the associations, right?
Is Carter Dottore in this? I hope not. I hope not. One Dottore in one game is more than enough. So what are you thinking?
After the founder of Xander Sciences, Raymond, passed away, the company's future was uncertain. Only recently was it acquired by a well-known group. Its biggest shareholder right now should be... Ever.
It's at that moment that the fragmented pieces of information in my mind gradually lock into place and form a cohesive image. Carter mentioned that the patient at the hospital had been undergoing long-term treatment at Xander Sciences. Raymond, the founder of Xander Sciences, was in a similar situation. If the peculiar crystals in the operating room and the monsters in the N109 zone come from the same source, that means Ever is creating monsters. Once again, Zane finds himself chasing after that familiar figure. Under radiant sunlight, cicadas chirp in the background while the pristine azure sky stretches as far as the eye can see. The sun sits on the edge of the city's high-rise buildings. The girl turns to him. He smiles. At least he caught up to her.
Finally.
He holds out his hand to the girl, and she firmly grasps it. Yet the two find themselves tumbling back into the seemingly endless empty corridor. Black crystals emerge from his palm. They encroach on the girl's forearm. Sunlight is engulfed by darkness once more. Firmly grasped, but yeah, I hate cicadas. So it could be... Okay. Okay, so... Okay. I think I understand. That was really long, though. Holy moly! I think what I'm gonna do... Oh. Oh, first let's get this. I mean... I already got this 5-star. Hold on. Already got it. Already got it. How much longer until this event ends? Ah, a day, 5 hours. Okay, because my voice is tired and I do want to get to Caleb. I think what I'll do is I'll do the other side stories on my own time. But, you know what? We're here. Ooh, okay. You know what? Let's do two tin balls. Ah, that's a purple. Name it. All right. Yep. Go ahead. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Ah, I'm guaranteed in 32 polls. All right. Well, since we were all up on Zane's, huh. Since we've been on the Zane train.
You're not even close. It won't work.
Okay, then how does it work?
I knew you'd try to do something unexpected.
Well, someone's too calm. I couldn't hear anything.
Not only are you a troublemaker, you can also be very unreasonable. Your clinical skills could use some work.
Oh, it's getting faster.
It's right here. Do you hear it?
Sort of.
Only a little?
I think I could hear your heartbeat getting a little faster there for a second, my guy.
You're cheating.
Your heart is racing. You're definitely up to something.
My heart doesn't hold secrets that can't be uncovered. It's not me who needs to be honest.
The stethoscope seems to be broken. There has to be another way.
The old-fashioned way works better. The sound of a heartbeat can reveal a lot. My heart says it feels happy. I'll make a full recovery.
Aww. That was cute. These... Are those literally the only 5 stars I have of Zane?
You have strict rules for sleeping.
It's because of you.
Is this another unique way for a person to relax?
Sure, yeah, relax. Wait, what? Wait, what? Acupressure can help with stress and anxiety.
Well, you aren't very skilled. The pressure is nice, not bad. A bird's chirping by the window. Hear it?
I don't. It's all high-rise building in this neighborhood.
Listen.
You tricked me again.
You are more lively now.
Mints?
Regifting a gift. Guess who I learned that from? Not even a smile? I guess you've had enough mints. I see. Someone had no intention of sleeping from the start. The rest of my day is yours. Do you have any other plans?
No. Not at all. Okay, I'm curious about this illusion. Wait, change it up? Interlution? What does that mean? I'm so curious.
You have strict rules for sleeping.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Alright. I see you. I feel like we might get in trouble for this one. Why the hell not? I don't think we'll get in too much trouble for this one. Video game character.
You've been staring for a while. Where will you start?
If I didn't know any better, I thought you were talking about a steak I'm about to cut.
And if we keep idling, the steak will get cold, sweetie.
Damn, those textures.
Swift and precise. Do all hunters have a keen eye?
I don't know what you're talking about, Delta. I don't know what you're talking about. That waist, though. Holy shit.
The closer, the more accurate.
Bro. Bro. Like, hold on.
You want to attend dinner with a man wearing these pants?
Sorry. I didn't realize that was the wrong position.
You have such a wide smile. Was it fun? What are you looking at? Are you going to measure my arm, too?
If you'll let me, it's nothing. I'm done.
In any case, we're attending the banquet together. Our outfit should match.
Shut up, Delta. Stop. I don't have a lot of 5 stars. What? I think we should call it a night there. And I am playing this again tomorrow night, so hopefully we can get to the new love interest, Caleb, and figure out like how the hell he survived that explosion with our grandmother. Cause how did he survive that? But I'm just gonna call it here. I'm not gonna read tonight. So
do not be influenced by other people's emotions.
I can't help it. I'm very empathetic. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave you guys off with a few links so you can check me out on other places on the internet, chat with the community offline, and catch any streams you may have missed. I am tired. I am. I was tired when I got home. I got a burst of energy after like eating dinner, but like now I'm like tired again, and also lots of reading.
This is the perfect time to look at the moon.
Without further ado, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me on this waxing night. Until I rise again, I will see you guys next time. Bye!